Focus, you piece of shit. There we go. Gotta make sure to get my hand off the mic. Yes, it's yet another Mac. That seems to be the only thing I get my hands on these days. Everybody's pissed off at Apple recently, so everybody's just dumping all their Mac shit. So, you know, I get it for cheap. Cheap, 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 cheap. Here, let me show you just how cheap. This is the sales tag from this thing. For parts only. Needs video card. $10 fricking dollars. I could get more for the scrap aluminum. Fine. You know, make it that cheap, universe, I'll buy it. I don't like Macs made after 2005 because they've got the wrong kind of processor in them. This one's got the wrong kind of processor. That does not look like I like to see. What it does have in it is two quad-core E5462 Xeons in it. They're socket 771, so basically glorified Core 2 quads. They're Penryn Core 2 quads, which means with a little bit of firmware hacking and some effort, I could get this thing as far upgraded as High Sierra. In fact, I've got a Mavericks image burning right now so that I can go ahead and get an operating system installed on this thing because it did not come with a video card. And the best thing I've got that'll work with it until my power adapter comes from frickin' Hong Kong is a G8400 GS. I'll be giving it a fairly significant upgrade after that with this GTS 250, which is a glorified 8800, but, you know, without all the 8800's problems. And you're thinking, wait, those are PC cards. Yeah, once you get past Mountain Lion, it doesn't matter anymore in these old Macs. As long as they're NVIDIA cards, that's the trick. They have to be NVIDIA cards. The web drivers, and you're kind of restricted to a slightly older version of El Capitan, I believe, at the moment. I'm eventually going to get a proper video card for this thing, like I don't know, like a GTX 750 or 740. I think it's 740 I've got bid in on. Little modern for this computer, but it'll actually work just fine once I get High Sierra installed on it. What's really cool is this model uses fully buffered DIMMs, and they come on these beautiful little RAM sleds. This when I bought the system, it was sold as is parts, but it was apparently working. But shortly after I fired it up for the first time, one of the caps blew. It's like, seriously, that's my frickin' luck. But hey, it was $10. So for another $20, I went back to the place that I got this from and grabbed two fully populated RAM sleds. Now, it's only 8 gigs of RAM, but it's 8 gigs of RAM. 4 1 gig sticks on top and 4 1 gig sticks on the bottom. This thing can actually take, if you buy special custom memory modules from Otherworld Computing, 64 gigabytes of freaking RAM. So this thing may not actually stay a Mac. It may end up becoming a node in my data center. Because it actually, other than being a older architecture type and therefore having lower IPC, being probably about 25% slower than the computer that it matches in technical capabilities. I mean, this thing is almost identically spec'd, just older generation, to my T610. It doesn't have hyperthreading, but I won't get into my opinion on hyperthreading. It gives some performance boost, but it also has some performance detriments, and hyperthreading is one of the main reasons why we have Spectre. One, reading the cache is just something that happens on pretty much every platform, including PowerPC. It's just, I think the original G3, the original G4, and a couple of the low-power G4s are functionally immune to Spectre, In other words, they slow the system down so much that you could just hit the power button and they won't get anything. But yeah, this, of course, isn't. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get Proxmox VE installed on this thing. At which point the video card doesn't matter because I'll probably actually just pull the video card out and make it headless. Oh. Major upgrade with this series of Macs that I think is... Come on, you bastard! Pretty cool. Little optical drive sled. It's cool. It goes in a lot easier than it comes out. I mean, it just pops right in. And getting it out, it's like... struggle of doom. And you know, I've got hours of footage that I just can never seem to get around to update. Editing and doing stuff. You know, I've got like these fancy title cards that I've built in Motion and all this other stuff, and I can just never get around to fucking doing it. So I'm literally going to record this video, upload it via YouTube mobile, and then fucking delete it. And that's what I'm going to do from now on. And if you don't like the quality, well, nobody's watching these videos anyway, so what does it matter? People will eventually start watching the videos. Well, all the best YouTubers started out with crap quality cameras anyways, right? I don't even have that. I got a phone and a crap webcam. Relatively crap webcam. My shaky camera work is a big part of my problem. I've got issues, one of which is causes me to have muscle twitches occasionally, so I can't really hold the camera as steady as I would like. So I run it through a de-shaking pass, which takes forever. So I'm just not going to do it anymore. So, shaky camera. But now, of course, I've got extra RAM sleds. Oh, update on the G5s. Let's just go ahead and head on out to the wonderland of toys. Update on the G5s. Oh, what's that? Is that an air deflector? Yeah, that's an air deflector. Oh, look over here. What's this in here? Could that be an air deflector? They did have the air deflectors. They had parted them out. These were for scrap. They weren't even going to sell them. That's why I got them so cheap. They were on the other end of the freaking store, and I bought the air deflectors for $1 a piece. Now the problem is, I ordered air deflectors online for $30 a piece. So, I will have at least one G5 air deflector for sale soon. Fuck! Anyways. Oh, the fans work properly now. I'm probably going to leave my extra fan in the 2.7. This is an air-cooled 2, and I think I did a video on this. I don't know. I can't even keep track anymore. I don't know what's been done and what's not been done. Anyways, I now have a usable Mac. This thing stays nice and cool, too, by the way. But eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to Franken-Mac these two G5s, put the 2.7 guts in here with this one's cooling system. No more worried about radiator leaks. Because it's a fucking Ford, and Ford is found on road dead. Or fucked up rebuilt Dodge. I'm not actually sure which one of those is worse. Anywho. I mean, the magical power of the stuff. We have my little nephew's very favorite thing ever, Thomas the Train. He was out here watching it with me on the G5. It was adorable. I swear this place just gets messier by the day. I will someday get around to modifying this freaking thing. Modifying that freaking thing to go in here. Although, if I end up parting these G5s out, I'm only going to have one working G5 because honestly, once I'm done parting them out, I'm probably just going to do something with the other one. I mean, it's going to end up being a dual 2 with liquid cooling, like, and a beat up fucking case. And both of these damn things are scratched. All of them are scratched. Every single one of them. On the way home, there's this one turn, and they all fell over. No matter how well I padded them, they all fell over. So they've got a stupid scratch right on the aluminum in the exact same spot. It's like, for frick's sakes. Anyways, yeah, I don't even know what this video was about anymore. I think I was... Oh, yeah. The Mac Pro. Something I thought I swore I'd never get. A fucking Intel Mac. I mean, I've already got one, but it was $20. Shit. Oh. Well, actually, I've got... Fuck, this is my third Intel Mac. God damn it, I'm going over to the dark side here. Like I said, nobody wants Macs anymore, so... At least not around here. So they end up in the junk piles, and when I dig through the junk piles, I find them. 10 fucking bucks, seriously. There was another of this same model for sale for $80, but it was like a fully working model that didn't need, you know, extra bullshit. Oh, another copy of Office 2008, although this is Home and Student Edition. The Home Edition makes me feel happy because I feel comfortable using it. And the best part is, unlike the business version that I've currently got installed on the G5, this one came with 3 keys, only one of which was used. So, I don't know if somebody's still using that first key, so I will be kind enough not to use it since they have an ID written down. But the other 2 keys, sweet, that literally takes care of my my other 2 Macs. I'll install that. Well, no. I've too many Macs! Why do I have so many Macs? Wait, PlayStation? What? How many PlayStation 3s do I have? What the fuck? Where did all this shit come from? There are! I have 3 PlayStations, but... I don't even fucking know where this shit... Do people just, like, leave shit on my porch when I'm not paying attention or something? I know people send me shit occasionally, but Oh. Yeah, I was wanting to show this off in another video. My highly directional antenna. Ooh. And I've even got a little adapter thingy somewhere around here. An adapter thingy that you plug it into like a Netgear something or other. Apparently I need to wash the lens on this thing. Look at that reflection there. Actually, I wonder if this thing... Is this the right kind of interface? Or do I need something special? Now I'm curious. The best kind of video is the one that makes no fucking sense, right? Or something. No, that does not work. This thing, for being a giant aluminum box, it's got like the worst freaking Wi-Fi range. This thing's got better Wi-Fi range because the antenna in it like snakes through the whole case. It picks up the house Wi-Fi even if it can't connect to it. This one, it picks up this one that's like 2 inches from it, and that's all it can do. But, you know, it gets good signal. And, of course, well, it's not going to have internet right now because my HP Envy isn't on. And this place is just getting more cluttered. More cluttered! Is this thing on? Oh, for fuck's sakes. How long have you been on, iMac? I don't even want to know. Let's just go ahead and go night-night. Frick! Anyways. That's probably my best ever score. This thing is my second dark side computer. My first dark side computer was something I thought was an iMac G5. It was not. Which means it's pretty much absolutely useless because, you know, it can only take 2 gigs of RAM, like 4 gigs maybe? 2 or 4 gigs of RAM. This thing is so finicky when it comes to the RAM. So I've got enough RAM to put 4 gigs in this, but it will not boot without one of the original memory sticks in it, which were without the original memory stick in it, which was 1 gig. So I put in the 2 gig sticks. Now it's got 3 gigs, which was at least enough to get it up to El Capitan. But it's not going to be a problem anymore because now I got the Mac Pro. Oh yeah, I still got to do something with that. I was going to steal the video card out of that to put in here. It's a Radeon 7000. But what I need to do is I need to reflash the PC card in here for OS 9 because I found another customized version of the firmware that strips out the OS X blobs and leaves the OS 9 blobs so that it still fits in the 64K of PC ROM in the chip. Chips. I kind of want some chips. Anyways. Yeah, this is getting on to 20 minutes. It's going to take forever to upload, so I'm going to stop it here.